Hello YouTube, this is Griffin. I am one half of Farm Time Flippers. This is actually a brand new YouTube channel, and what we are trying to do, like many millions of people right now on YouTube and all of social media, is try and teach you how to have a side business as a reseller. There's a lot of challenges that come with this, obviously. The first of which is finding out how you're going to record those things. So, in my general experience, we've tried some cheaper products and that just doesn't work out. You can get the greatest footage, but it doesn't come out right. The sound sucks and it doesn't work out. So, if you want to be in this space, if you want to compete, if you expect views on YouTube, you have to start somewhere, and I guess that's the camera. So what I want to show you guys today is the Insta360 X5. This is the brand new Insta360 edition. Supersedes the X4, which came out early last year, and is supposed to have all the bells and whistles. Now, we won't figure out if it does or it doesn't in this video, but what we will see is what comes inside the box, how easy it is to navigate, and what exactly you get for your money, because this camera, depending on where you get it from right now, is going to set you back between $499 and about $530. So it's a lot of money, but if the hype holds up and, everything that has been said about this camera holds true, it could well be worth the money. That's what we're hoping to see a little bit of here today. I will show you the box. This is factory fresh and minty from Amazon. So you can see there. And this is the X5. It is 8K, but here's one thing I will tell all of you right off the bat. It's not true 8K. It's 8K when you have the 360 action around it, but it will only resolute in 4K. So the 8K is because it can actually take footage from an entire 360 position, but it will only ever render footage in 4K. Little misleading, but still the footage is purported to be beautiful. And as you can see by the packaging, it's quite nice. You can tell by this. This is Apple level packaging. Like if you go to the Apple store and you walk in and you see something in the Apple store and you pick it up, even if it's just a box like this, you can almost feel the quality in the box itself. And this is one of those products that does have that feeling. The box is quite weighty, and you can tell the way that it's put together, the advertising that's on it, that there's no typos, even though it's made in China, is very meticulously thought out and crafted, which means it's a quality product. And hopefully that holds true when we start using it, because these are very expensive cameras, as I said. So as we start this channel, the more videos we make, we hope to be using these for every day. What we're trying to do is go to flea markets, to thrift stores. We want to take people through the whole process of buying and selling used merchandise, whether it be vintage or even sometimes new. Hopefully we bring in a Walmart. We went today, we spent an hour and a half just looking around there. People sleep on that sometimes, but hopefully this is the camera that gets us and you guys all there in the same journey. And it was very important to us to find the one that accurately conveys what we're doing on a daily basis. We want to be able to wear it, not make you guys motion sick when you watch the footage. and we wanted to have something that's versatile and we could do cool stuff with. This just seems like the one. So all that said, let's go ahead and open it. Wow. This seems to be outside the box. So this would be just product support. I imagine if there was anything wrong with the camera, what you could do was just scan this QR code with your phone and then go from there. I'm assuming there would be some kind of tech support either through chat or that you could call if you couldn't get an answer to your question, and they would support your product purchase. That's the hope. Whether that happens or not, I have no idea. The second half of Farm Town Flippers would be my lovely wife, and she goes by the notorious alias of Young Thrifty Chick on eBay. You may know her, you may love her, like millions of other people. And she's there. And we, make no mistake, are going to sell all of you a lot of the things that we pick up and purchase. Now, peeling this film off, I can tell you one thing. It's really tight. And when you get a good shrink wrap like that on the box, you'll notice none of the box corners are ever furled or damaged. And it's all about that shrink wrap. And that's numero uno when you get a good product and your box is minty fresh from the factory, just like that. That's really cool. The box itself might be magnetic. So it opens, and it is actually magnetic. So the box comes off here and comes out to right here. And right away you can tell by looking at this, it really does resemble an Apple product. This is the kind of quality, the build level in the product packaging that you would imagine from a company like Apple. I won't even say Microsoft, and you already know why, but certainly Apple. But you can tell there's been a lot of effort and care put into this product packaging, which is certainly a good start. It says every moment, every angle, no limits. I'm assuming that purports to the 3D functionality of the camera. It says think bold over here. There's another QR code. I'm not sure what that's for. And the camera itself, which seems to just slide out. And then so when you have the camera itself, the first thing you notice is the weightiness of it. In fact, I think I had purchased some cameras before this. This was a camera I purchased. Very, very light, inexpensive camera. I think they're about $50 a piece with 128 gigs of internal memory. Purportedly 4K. It does actually shoot in 4K, but can only render the video in 1080p. And that's with basically no motion stabilization. So you'd have to run everything through this camera through a filter already in your video editing software, assuming you had it. And then on top of that, if you want to change any settings for this camera, such as it's automatically programmed to take snippets of footage in 2 minutes, and it automatically stops the footage, stores the file on the internal hard drive, which can't be changed, and then starts another file. Those settings, if you wanted to change them, would all have to be done after you insert the power cord into the PC and then go into the files to change those settings. So, and also you can see right away what's missing. Okay, here we have, you know, an LCD screen where we can monitor everything that's happening with the camera at all times in real time. And on this, you have nothing. You just have to trust it. So, you know, if you're just starting out and you're just garage selling, this might work. But, you know, if you want to accurately describe what it is you're living and doing every day, this is more of a camera that you should be looking for. And you will pay for the build quality, but what I can tell you just by handling it is that it feels excellent in your hands. It's very weighty. I can feel the quality in the build and the specific components. And also, I don't know if you can see this, but it just looks really cool. It's got really cool angles. Here, I see the angles. It kind of glints on all the light that comes in. I'm really interested to see about this LED screen. And one thing I wanted to mention is that it does have your standard mount. Okay, so this can be mounted on any tripod type function. And it does have USB-C capability, which, you know, these days is standard for everything, but still very important. And it looks like this would be a slot for possibly, I see both these slots slide out. So there's your battery right there. That is your battery compartment. I've seen models of these cameras that are sold with 2 batteries. You know, it usually comes with the accessory kit. This one comes with 1. And realistically, you should be fine with this battery. I think if you're trying to shoot something in less than about 3 to 4 hours, this battery should suffice. If you've got a big project coming up and you just don't have time, they do sell extra batteries and they swap out very, very easily. You slide one in, you slide the other one out. That said, the other thing you're looking at, if you're doing extended shots or projects, is the memory. So as far as I know, these do not come with memory. So I think we're looking at buying memory out of the gate. So far as I know, and we will try and check this out, I am going to guess, and I have not looked at the book here, but I see this button. So we have something here. So here we have, that is the power port for the C connector. So this is where it powers on. And that's the connectivity for the C. Now what we're looking for now is memory. There's not very many places that can be at this point. It's gonna have to be here. Or not. You're gonna have to look at the manual, Miss Young Thrifty Chick, to find out where the memory goes.
Can you hand me the box?
Sure. So I know with a lot of these cameras, the one thing that sometimes happen, they'll actually put the memory stick in the battery compartment. So let's take a look one more time before we tag through with finding out, because a lot of times it does go. And you know what, Corey, you can belay that order. It goes right there. So what happens is that this battery compartment comes off and the SD stick goes right in there. If you can see that. I think it will accommodate up to 2 terabytes, which is a pretty big deal depending on what you're using these cameras for. But the whole point of this video is hoping that we both see how these cameras perform in the real world together. I don't know. It's brand new. I've never used one. You don't know because you're watching this video to see if maybe you want to buy one. And the cool thing about all of it is that we sort of find out together, right? Like, we use these cameras every day. We upload the videos to you guys. And as we discover new things about these cameras, we let you guys know. You know, we'll release a video showing you, hey, we found this new thing you can do with these cameras and it's awesome. But if you see, you know, from the box, you know, it's got HDR, okay? You're not going to get the wind wrap sound even if you're on a bicycle. You know, maybe you're doing a 4K. I know a lot of these people get them for mountain biking. It's great for mountain biking, snowboarding, skateboarding. You know, assuming you're good at skateboarding and you don't fall on your camera. That aside, for most things it's good for. And as we go down this path, you guys will get to see the functionality. I'm excited to show you about the screen and the different modes. That'll be another video. What else does it come with? Well, the box seems pretty empty. I think I've got
instructions here.
Got a quick start guide, a little bit of wow, it's a lot of languages. There's probably a lot of different types of people using this camera, and you know what? That's cool. Got a Insta360 Flexi Care. 1 year accidental damage coverage, that could be important. 2 low-cost replacements, and so they might do some stuff for you. If you break your camera, it can't hurt. Keep this insert and scan the QR code. We got the safety guidelines here. Yeah. This is a lot of pages for safety guidelines. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not going to read it, but I would encourage all of you to read that. At some point, it seems super relevant. Warranty? What kind of warranty, Corey? Tell me. Young thrifty chick is going to tell me what kind of warranty we get with the Insta360. Up to 12 months. That's not bad.
For different components.
Right.
Up to 12, that's pretty good.
That's not terrible. And of course, because it's 2025 post-COVID, we get Insta360 stickers. If it doesn't come with stickers, it's not a real thing.
Well, there's also some cleaning stickers here too.
What are these?
Cleaning stickers, look on the back. Pretty cool.
Okay. So these, they take off dust marks, fingerprints, handprints, dog hair, cat hair, and, you know, lice from your little cousins. But that's great to have in the box. We'll take it. We'll take all the help we can get.
Well, last but not least, we have the case with some components in there.
Forgot about the case. So this is actually really cool. we have purchased silicone cases because we are going to get another camera, but we wanted to really give this one the go around and make sure this is the camera for us before we went ham on getting the other one, all the accessories and everything. But I can almost guarantee, just by holding this in my hands, that this is the camera for us. It'll be very exciting, though, that said, to make future videos to show you, how I continue to feel, about that. And whether maybe it's not living up to everything I hoped it would be, or we would hope it would be, or whether it's blowing my mind and exceeding all my expectations. But either way, it should be fun, and it should be fun to watch some of the things that we do with the camera, because we're going to be out in the wild. We're going to be doing crazy stuff. We're going to be looking for crazy finds. We're going to make a lot of mistakes along the way, and it's okay to laugh at us while we do that. We're trying to bring you entertainment, and some of that is going to come in our fails, and we embrace that and love it. So don't be afraid to tell us that in our comments. Let's see what's in this case. Is there anything in here?
Yeah, there's some stuff in there.
There's some stuff in here. Let's see. Well, that's fun. Look at that. Look at what's in here. This is a cloth, right?
The standard cloth.
But look at how serious they are. This is a sealed bag with a cleaning cloth.
The instructions were in a sealed bag too.
It was sealed, no less.
Everything was sealed.
All right. So then what else we have here, and if you can see this, I already know what this is. This is a Type-C to Type-C connector. And not for nothing, one thing that you do have to look at with this specific camera, and this is actually important, is you do want to match the wattage, because this doesn't come with a wall plug. It will come with a USB-C to USB-C connector, but you can connect a USB-C connector to a lot of things. It's not always correct. And this camera specifically doesn't like being connected to the wrong power source. Make sure that you're between 10 and 27 watts on your power source for the brick that you use if you use this cord. So pay attention to that, and with this product, I'm sure you will be fine. And you will certainly get more follow-up videos with how this is performing. Once we get, we're going to get a top-of-the-line SD card in here. And we're going to get this fully functional. We're going to try it out, and you guys are going to get to see all that footage, and we're going to take you down every step of that road. But for now, for the intro video, to see where it all starts, it's this camera. Remember this day, remember this video, and we move forward from here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll see you soon.